comfortable. Nothing. So, CO. Three. Zero. I just did that. What the fuck? Nah, I don't think so. Shoplifting, 0.
I'm in.
Whoa. So this is February 11th, 1968. Another unwanted gift from my loving brother. Still, it might be interesting to play around with. February 19th. This whole computer thing turned out to be more interesting than I thought. I've been learning a lot from various BBS's. Jack's been gripping about some mistake he made in setting up his terminal, so I poked around until I found the file. It would be simple to fix it for him, but not nearly as much fun as watching him try to solve it on his own. April 1st. Was playing around with some new ideas and hit upon a good gag. I wonder how long it will take Jack to figure it out. June 18th, 1984. Went to see Father again. I just showed up at Parsons and threatened to make a scene until Jack finally agreed to let me go down. I don't know why I keep going. Father puts on quite an act for me, but I know it's not really him. Not since he got back from his trip wearing that horrible crown. I keep hoping that somehow he'll come back, that I'll see even a glimmer of the real person again. Maybe Jack will eventually succeed. As annoying as he can be, I can't deny that he's very smart. 10 years later, May 3rd, 1994. I went off the serum for a whole month. I thought I could stick with it this time, but when you actually feel yourself getting older by the day and know you can fix it, it's hard to give up youth and beauty voluntarily. I bet most people couldn't do it if they had the choice. Whoa, this is like 80 years, 81 years later. Something like that. April 15th. Apparently the Robco techs don't even know how their own systems work. I mean, it's just a simple bat file in the root directory of the database server for carrying out loud Hardy the hack of the century or anything. Harley the hack of the century or anything. Yeah. Next year. Things are just going from bad to worse. The things Robert tells me. Most people don't even know how bad it is. And here we sit, safe in our little Cabot family bubble of privilege. I've tried to talk to Jack about it, but he's in his own world as usual. I doubt he even knows what year it is. And Mother, don't even get me started. Her whole life is a state of denial. I know this is insane to even think, but maybe this is for the best. You'd think I could just get a gun or some poison if I really wanted to, end it for myself, but I could never be that deliberate. How selfish must I be to think that I need the world to end as a way for me to get out of killing myself? Next year, it's happening. I think a bomb must have hit somewhere near. Power's out all over, as far as we can see from here. The emergency power is still on in the house, but not for long. Edward and Jack went to try to get to Parsons. Priorities, you see. Jack left Anders in charge here. He seems competent enough, but there's something about the way he's been looking since it happened that I don't like. I'd better get back to Mother. About a month later, I got the power back on again. Things are very bad, but I would never admit this to anyone. But this is the most fun I've had since I can remember. I'm not bored anymore. Maybe this is how most people feel all the time. I really can't remember how I felt before the serum. Oh, and Anders is dead. I killed him. No one can believe it. 2 days after Jack left, he decided that Cabot house belonged to him, and Mother and I would have to leave. I can't really blame him. I mean, it was the end of the world. I'm not sure most employment agreements cover that, but he made the mistake of underestimating me. He didn't know how fast I was, or how strong. I would have just made him leave, but he decided to fight. Probably better that way. One less person out there who knows about what we have here. We haven't heard from Jack for a week. He and Edward made it to Parsons. At least Jack radioed when they arrived, tried to be cheerful as usual, put on a happy face for Emogene. But who really knows if they're going to manage? At least Edward is with him. If anyone can get through this, it's Edward. Next month, couple weeks, 3 weeks, Jack made it back. Finally, he says Edward is very sick from radiation. He left him at Parsons. I don't think he expects him to live. I'm not sure why neither of us is sick. I was out quite a lot, now that I think about it. Maybe another of the many benefits of Jack's magic serum. I'll have to thank Father next time I see him. 12 years later. Turns out that eventually even the apocalypse can get boring. Jack and Edward are too good at keeping us safe. It looks like the Cabot family is immune from the end of the world, just like everything else. We just shrug it off and keep on going, just like we always have. Sometimes I'm very pleased about that. It makes me feel incredibly superior. Sometimes it makes me really, really sad. Most of the time, it's just boring as hell. 2120. I've stopped even telling anyone where I'm going. The world isn't as dangerous as Jack says. There are still people out there, living their lives like they always have. I guess more of them are willing to kill, but that's probably just because they can. I always got the feeling that plenty of people would have liked to see us dead before. They just couldn't get away with it. I don't know how Jack keeps himself busy. Day after day, you'd think he would realize that it was hopeless by now. After all these years and years, maybe he's just going through the motions, the way I am. Or maybe he's stopped trying to cure Father. I mean, what happens after? To us. I'm the only one that's ever tried to go without the serum. Maybe Jack and Mother think they could just give it up, but I think they're fooling themselves. Lorenzo Cabot's Journal. Thursday, 8th February 1894. Off Cape Cod, aboard SS Wakeful. I'm finally away. Imogen and Wilhelmina came to see me off. Imogen begging me not to go, as usual. Poor girl, she takes these partings hard. Jack wasn't there, of course. He thinks I'm making a laughing stock of the whole family with these expeditions. Has no time for what he calls ancient superstitions. No matter. This time I'll return with proof that even Jack will not be able to deny. Saturday 10th, 1894. In the Atlantic, aboard SS Wakeful. The weather is fine and the captain promises a quick crossing to Lisbon. The red tape involved in organizing this expedition tried my patience almost to the breaking point, but I'm sure it was better to obtain the necessary permits from the Omani authorities through the State Department. I can only hope that my sheaf of documents and ready cash will be enough to placate the local governor when I arrive. Wednesday, in the Western Mediterranean, board SS Wakeful. So far so good. Uneventful crossing. Metternich was waiting for us in Lisbon with the welcome news that he had perfected his electrical sensing apparatus, which is now safely on board in its crates. If it works as well as he claims, this may save us weeks or even months of excavation work. Monday, the 5th of March, Suez, Egypt. Still waiting to finish hiring our team of diggers. I'm beside myself with impatience to be on my way. We are so close now, but I know from long experience that we will have better luck with the experienced Egyptian team than relying on the locals. Wednesday, Salalala, Oman. At last we docked yesterday and have been unloading at a feverish pace. Any more delays and we will be in danger of having to postpone until the summer heat has passed. Friday, near Wadi Adayam Oman. We are on our way. Nothing more stands in my way but the impenetrable desert and the secrets of the ages. Ha! I welcome those challenges. They seem like child's play after the endless delays and paper shuffling bureaucrats I've had to overcome to get here. Thursday, 29th of March, empty quarter, Arabia. We have reached a spot without incident. Some superstitious grumbling from our local guide, which I take to be a good sign. Tomorrow we see if Metternich's apparatus works. If not, we begin digging in the traditional way. Saturday, 30th of March, empty quarter, Arabia. Metronarch's apparatus has been bulky, sand in its delicate workings, no doubt, but he has obtained a favorable reading in a depression to the south. Heat during the day is tremendous. We'll set to work tomorrow and see what we see. Monday, nothing yet at the southern depression. Matronarch swears that it wasn't a false reading. 2 more days and then I'll have to begin a search grid across the whole site. As disappointing as that will be. Tuesday. Success. Late this afternoon, the diggers struck workstone. Apparently the edge of the large circular structure. More trouble from the guide. The wisdom of not hiring the diggers locally now even more apparent as they pay little attention to him. Friday the 6th of April. Ubar empty quarter. Arabia. I'm now convinced we have found Ubar itself. We've uncovered several fragmentary inscriptions with ruins that match the ancient text. We've made excellent progress clearing part of what appears to be a monumental plaza. Same place, Wednesday 18th of April. All work has stopped. Sandstorm, one of the worst I've ever experienced. We are huddled in our tents in the lee of one of the large outcroppings and must hope to ride it out. The darkness is complete, although it is mid-morning. 20th of April, sandstorm continues for a third day, like nothing anyone has ever seen. The guide is becoming very troublesome. Some of the diggers are beginning to listen to his wild tales of ancient curses and forbidden secrets. Even the normally phlegmatic matronage is beginning to show signs of cracking under the strain. Same place, Saturday the 1st of April, or the 20th, whatever. Sandstorm is over, but 2 weeks of work has been undone. The area we had cleared is now buried under several feet of new sand. The guide disappeared in the night. I won't miss him, but the diggers are even more unsettled. Thursday, May 3rd. We've located what must be the foundations of the great temple. So far nothing but stone and rubble, but something must have survived weather. Weather getting worse by the day. Matronarch talking again of resuming work in the winter, but I won't hear of it. Not when we're this close. Sunday, the 13th of May. I must record everything. Well, it's fresh in my mind, although it's hard to concentrate with the crown right here in front of me. It's almost unbelievable, even to me, that I hold in my hands an artifact so clearly not made by any human civilization. But let me set down how it happened as clear as I can. We have worked for at least a week to clear the shaft beneath the great temple. Even the diggers had caught the excitement. Then we hit solid stone. Cleopean? Cyclopean block. Series of blocks, as it turned out, obstructing the tunnel. Clearly, deliberately sealed by the builders. We almost despaired of getting through. 3 days of laborious pickwork. I wouldn't risk explosives here of all places. Then breakthrough into darkness. I was first in. The dust of ages covered everything. Clearly a burial crypt. Sarcophagus at one end of the chamber. We lifted the lid and inside, even I fell to my knees in shock. The diggers that were helping us fled. Matronach's white-faced. I feared he was having a heart attack. Luckily no. We'll make a full catalog of the tomb in the morning. I ordered it sealed up overnight. Not that I really believe any of the diggers would dare to enter it again, but better safe than sorry. I removed only the crown, reverently, without disturbing the body or any of the other artifacts. And so, vindication, the crown waits gleaming as if new made. Gleaming as if new made, although I get it. And so vindication. The crown waits gleaming as if new made. If it was made new, I know it is older than any human artifact ever uncovered. Later, I now know that this city's name was not Ubar, and that this building was not a temple, and what was beneath it was not a crypt. I have so much to learn and so much to teach. Wilhelmina and Jack and Emogene. When we return, we will return together. Monday, May 14th. Matriarch was extremely surprised to see me wearing the crown this morning, and tried to argue with me when I ordered the men to bury everything we've uncovered. If it doesn't matter now, the sandstorms will erase all evidence that we were ever here long before anyone can stumble across the site again. And the city's location is now safe with me till I can return and uncover more of her secrets when I am ready. Ah, good, okay. Oh, there's that magazine.
Yes.
Cool. Better living through chems. Reward lamp.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
You alright?
Hey.
Oh, what do you want?
Let's go.
Hey. Over here. Hey, move here. Here. Hey, wait there. Come on. Hey.
What's down there?
Sweet.
If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option.
Hey.
The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet.
Johnny Mercer is up next. I mean,
I don't think this song's all that great, really, but some people like it.
Alright, alright. What's going on? Alright, we're going to the Parsons Estate Asylum. Alright, buddy.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever.
Galaxy!
I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
Give me a long walk.
It's the artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have too tightly with his nervous system. may have guessed by now that my family and I have lived for a very long time, thanks to the serum derived from my father's blood. I discovered the alterations to his blood in some of my earliest attempts to remove the artifact. I eventually isolated
Hey,
the
Doc.
anomalous dangerous world out there. Good thing, too. Otherwise, no business for doctors, am I right?
Actually, I need some supplies for
I got loads of... But I assure you that if I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father back, even for a short time.
Go.
There you are, you little bastard! You're dead! Hear me?
Hey, look at that.
Seems to be growing well.
Not really. Where are we? Alright, one person. That's why. Keep up the work. I'll send some help soon. Hey, dog.
Heads up. Just looking to trade a little.
Sure thing.
Oh, I can't. No. Alright. There's some stuff in the bin over there. Help yourself. No power. What's this? Oh, it's Doc. Get away, doggy dog. Mr. Gutsy. You are gutsy. Standing right next to it. Oh, my people.
Thanks again for your help.
No problem.
Let's trade some things.
Of course.
Wise man. They're all dead. I wonder if this was the cabin guy.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Alright, let's go inside. Ah, you're kidding.